In this final video of the 4, I'll be looking at the multiplier reel, which you can see in front of you, looking at its features and how to use it. This final reel is a multiplier. It's essentially used for sea fishing, or certainly fishing for very, very big fish. Unlike the other reels which we've looked at, this fits on top of the rod, and so you either have to hold the rod whilst you're fishing, or you have to have in some kind of clamp. It has the same features as the fixed spool reel with a bait runner, which we talked about a moment ago. This is the line spreader. When you wind the handle round, this goes backwards and forwards, so you get a nice even distribution of line on the spool. This little knob is the bait runner adjuster. It's quite simply a friction clutch on this one, but very, very expensive reels of course have a system of magnets inside here, which makes them very, very expensive indeed, up to £1,000 in some cases. On the other side is the main clutch adjustment. It's a little star thing which you can see here, so that when you're playing a fish you can adjust this with your thumb to increase the drag or reduce the drag. So before you cast out with this, you slacken off the bait runner clutch so the spool is very free running. You would think that with a huge sea fishing weight and a great lump of bait on and a stiff short rod, you could fling the bait 100 yards or more, which of course is perfectly true. But the big problem is that as the bait and the weight slow down towards the end of the cast and almost come to a stop of course when they hit the water, the reel continues to run and you get an overrun and a huge bird's nest on here. So as the bait approaches the water, you have to slow this down by feathering it with your thumb. As this is whirring round at a fair old lick, then if you press too hard with your thumb, you'll get a friction burn on the end. Some people use a sort of rubber finger which they've cut off a pair of kitchen gloves, and they put it on their thumb to prevent that from happening. So when you finish casting, you push in the little knob which brings the bait runner into effect. You tighten up the bait runner so the reel then has a little bit of drag on it. When a fish is caught, turn the handle half a turn, that little knob comes out and you're then on the main clutch with much more drag to slow the fish down. As I say, you can adjust this drag when you're playing the fish by using this star thing here. So that's the essence of a multiplier reel. Well, there are all 6 reels which we've looked at in this little series of 4 on reels. I hope you found it very useful. The important thing is to enjoy your fishing. Look after the fish you catch so that other people can catch them, and hopefully one day you'll catch them when a little bit bigger. And I'll say goodbye.